my sophomore year.
Yeah.
You know, fourth grade up to my sophomore year, I was hooping all the schools I went to. Community centers. Y'all familiar with Washington Park?
Yeah,
Lose Limit Salvation Army.
Yeah.
I hooped the AAU too.
Yeah.
But what actually made me stop when I should have kept going, I had a child on the way. And I'm like, how I'm gonna make ends meet? I still stay with my mama, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I got introduced to the game.
Yeah.
How old were you at this time?
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. Maybe the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.
It's your boy, King Rob.
It's your boy Naughty G.
We back with
Yes,
another
sir.
edition.
Yup,
Minty
yup.
Codes.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
Special guest.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
for
gonna lie to
sure.
y'all, man. I think this probably the biggest guest we done had
Yeah,
thus
for
far.
sure. Yeah, definitely.
And y'all gonna find out why real soon. So
Yeah.
so before we kick it off to him, anything you want to say real quick?
Thank y'all for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Y'all already know.
Already.
I like good shit.
Yes,
So
sir.
without further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and introduce you. All right. So we got one of Rockford's finest, one
Yes,
of the
sir.
815's finest.
Yes, sir.
Like when I say this man is a legend,
Yes.
this man's a real legend. And I don't mean that in no funny type of capping ass way. I mean that
Yeah.
in the realest of ways, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming out too, man.
Man, so without further ado, Lo, go ahead and introduce yourself, big bro. What you
Yeah.
got to say to him?
It's pretty much with the flow, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Go by
we-
Low Dubb for
Yeah.
the streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, from the west end of Rockford.
yeah. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. man.
Okay, man. Absolutely, Lo. Well, again, bro, I want to thank you for
Coming
So,
in, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, fucking with us on the show.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and kick it off right, Lo. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you said from the west end of Rockford, right?
Yep.
So,
How long was you born and raised over there, or like
born and
moved?
raised.
Born and
Okay.
raised in Rockford?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What schools you attend?
Elementary, RCA. That's over there on Pierpoint.
Yeah,
That's on
okay.
the west end. From there, I went to Lincoln Middle School.
Okay.
And then high school, I went to Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately,
Was it you know them race wars back then too? The Mexicans and blacks?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially at Lincoln.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know it was at Lincoln. I knew it was at
A little
Jefferson.
something like
though.
that.
Yeah.
They was cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, they said back in that time when I was in high school, they said it was real bad at Jefferson.
Jefferson. Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
the Jefferson
Yeah,
days?
yeah.
See, I came in as a good kid,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so I ain't really see too much of that.
yeah.
What you come in doing? Like, and you did say,
I
like,
was-
unfortunately, you went to Jefferson. I want to, like, why unfortunately?
Cause I dropped out in Jefferson.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it ended at, and I jumped into the streets.
Okay.
You didn't like it? You didn't like the schooling or the teachers?
No, the school was good. I was a good kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The streets didn't come on until later in the
Right.
flick. So
So let's kind of like work our way through it then. So like you said,
I was a ball player, by the way.
Oh,
the West
yeah?
End, the West End, then the Rockford.
Cold?
You have
Yeah, not to flatter myself.
Yeah.
you got any brothers or sisters or anything?
Oh yeah, my mama had 10 kids.
Okay.
Y'all all live together, or what was that like?
Wow, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all went to Jefferson too?
Nah, we years apart. So my big brother, he went to Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we all years apart. But we family orientated though. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All close
10
together?
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4
sure.
girls, 6 boys.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
Is that how you got into playing ball?
4th grade, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The talent, the gift, it just came out of nowhere. Like it
Yeah.
was something that it was meant to be. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you like stop playing, or did you keep playing after?
That's actually like my sophomore year.
Yeah.
You know, 4th grade up to my sophomore year, I was hooping all the schools I went to. community centers. Y'all familiar with Washington Park?
Yeah,
Lose
yeah.
Lemon Salvation Army.
Yeah.
I hooped the AAU too.
Yeah.
But what made me actually made me stop when I should have kept going. I had a child on the way. And I'm like, how I'm gonna make ends meet? I still stay with my mama, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I got introduced to the game.
Yeah.
How old were you at this time, though?
16.
16.
16.
Yeah.
You had your first child at 16? 16, 17?
Yup, 16.
Yep.
I was 16.
Damn.
Yeah.
16,
what was it
something.
like? Was your girl though? Like how did that
17.
happen? Like it was somebody you was really messing with, or was it somebody? Just like,
Oh yeah. It was that.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can't put no baby in anything. I mean, I was young though. I was young, but you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it was at that point, y'all.
Yeah. Let me ask you a little bit about that, because you know this is me and Chico's, right? And a part of what we like to talk about is like fatherhood and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So me personally, I don't have any children of my own,
Right.
but I come from a family to where like similar to you, to where my mom had a bunch of kids. He's a father, you're a father, but just like in general, you know, like what was that like for you at that time to go ahead and say I'm gonna take this on as a man and have this baby, and I'm gonna, like, what was that like? Like how do you come to that decision?
It was hard because I was thinking more being there financially,
Yeah.
not even being there as a father. And I was young. I was still a kid. But what made me, I don't believe in abortions for one.
Okay.
I mean, not that I'm against it or anything.
Right.
But I just don't believe in it and shit. My father wasn't there like he should have been. But, you know, that's already forgiven. But he taught me a valuable lesson to how to be a father. So
Yeah.
by him being absent, you know what I mean, that taught me, like, he could have played a big part in my life had he been there.
Right, for sure.
You know, things could have went different. Things might have went the same, but I doubt it.
Right.
But I don't believe in abortion. Plus, I wanted a son anyways. The life I was living at that time, I was praying and hoping I had a little boy,
Really?
and that's what I had.
Yeah. That's dope as hell.
So your kids and you pretty close?
Oh, yeah.
How many kids you got?
I got one. He a junior.
Oh,
I
word.
just one boy.
Okay.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Man.
got what you wanted.
That's a they got to
Yeah.
be like a lit ass relationship, because it's just you and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's dope as hell, man.
Vibe.
Yeah. So at this point in time, you turned to the streets. How did that happen? Was you like
And how was you
angry
able
at
to do
something
both?
or
See,
something like that?
You got a little boy on the way. How you doing
Yeah.
both, man? Or did they coincide that like the one influenced the other?
It was more, shit, I was getting out there doing what I had to do to make sure he was straight. And
Right.
it was like motivation. He was motivation to put some money in my pocket as well. You know, instead of asking mama all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
She
yeah.
got 10 of us already, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
So we
sure.
all asking. So he was like motivation, and, you know, it was a bad way, but it was a good way too. I was hustling.
Yeah.
I was hustling.
Had to make it happen.
Yeah,
Let me
I was
ask you
doing-
this: like, what was your relationship like with school? Like,
School, I was good. I loved the basketball so much. I made sure I was eligible for that next year coming.
Yeah.
So that's how I would stay afloat with my grades. And you know, I ain't gonna flex to you. I was in them books because I love the ball. You know,
Right, yeah.
in order to play, you gotta have good grades. So, and I had big hoop dreams at that time.
Right.
Big hoop dreams.
your favorite player?
Kobe.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even want to get in that conversation.
Yeah.
'Cause I like LeBron just for my own personal
Yeah,
reasons.
for
Like
sure.
between the GOATs, I don't even want to have that conversation. But I'm a big LeBron fan.
I like LeBron as a businessman.
Yeah, but I
But
respect the hell out of
Kobe,
Kobe
yeah.
because I don't know if there's ever been a more killer than Kobe. Like you
Right.
could probably say Mike. I think they probably like the only two with like that real killer
Yeah.
instinct. But you gotta respect that type of shit.
Yeah,
so I
for
fuck
sure.
with Kobe. Kobe,
sure.
hard because
Kobe
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
animal, man.
Yeah.
I loved to just ride.
So
Yeah.
so do you plan on like nowadays want to be like coach or anything, coach your kids?
See, this right here, this is something I was supposed to been got involved in. But at that point in my life, I wasn't ready.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was just sort of like telling your son not to do this and do that, but he see you doing something. And
Right.
like, damn, you told me not to do that. So, that being said, it's like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
coaching, I think I can manage that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, because my son do the NBA junior stuff, and they asked me to be coach. I know I couldn't deal with a bunch of kids.
I believe it's manageable because, I mean, that's what it is, a bunch of kids. you
Yeah, I
what
know,
mean? So,
yeah.
and if you love the game, no matter what you coaching, if you love the game, you should know how to coach.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm at that stage of my life, so I got an interest in coaching because you just see like what they can do for kids, and you see how like I don't know, it's just in a way it's like for me to still be around the game and not necessarily be in the game, and that's kind of cool. And then you helping like people develop and become their best, like that's kind of dope as hell. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do want to kind of like, go back a little bit just so we can kind of like, like connect all the dots and the pieces to really kind of understand like, okay, so like, you said you was at Jefferson. I just want like, cause I know people, they don't necessarily pick their paths and shit like that. Like what was like the path for you though? Like, cause you said you was hooping, like what distracted you from that? Like what was the thing that kind of got you off that particular?
I think it was the baby, right?
It was the
kid.
It was my newborn.
Yeah.
It was him being on the way rather.
Right.
And before he got here, I wanted to make sure. Like I said, I wanted to make sure he was straight. He had to come before anything I did in life at that point. You know what I mean? You need the diapers, wipes, and all that. Who better us to provide that than the father? You know what I mean? Or the mother. And at that point, she was staying with her mother too. So it was like, man, I got to do something. It wasn't the right thing to do, but that's all I knew. Yeah, coming from where I come from.
What was it though? Like, what was the path? You said, all right, this the plan. Like,
was it like your friends had the money and stuff, or
just what?
No, the money. No, the money was out there. We was always around the money. On the West End Concord. We was around the money, just getting the product to make the money.
Right. I feel.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you say what? Say it again. You say what?
Yeah, so just like what took you down the path that you chose? You said, all right, this how I'm gonna do it. Like this
honestly, I had came on the block with my homie y'all might be familiar with it, it's on the west side, and I was fresh off a AAU game. I think we came from Sterling or something, if I can remember right.
Yeah. You about 16, 17 or something like that?
Yeah, around that time.
Okay.
So some cats that they was into it with at the time, you know what I mean? And they come through shooting and stuff, and I was in the mix of it, just wrong place, wrong time type of thing. This is not when I got shot, but that's another topic too, though. It was like, man, the game just soaked me in. Like, I ain't choose it; it chose me, type of thing.
Right.
And that's real talk. It ain't. I didn't try to be that or this.
Right.
It just came, man. The streets did it, and then the fast money. Clothes I wanted. My mom, like, it was 10 of us, so. Them nice tennis shoes, them nice clothes I seen, I wanted that too.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think, like, maybe if Pops was around, do you think maybe your path would have been different?
Oh, yeah, because he a good father. You know what I mean? I can't take that from him. What he do far as...
Like, did he have a career, or did he have, like... what was his life like? You know what I'm saying? And from your viewpoint of it as a son, like, what was his life like?
He was doing what he was doing, probably drugs or something, whatever, He changed his life around and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was forgave, you know what I mean? He really didn't owe me an apology, but being a father, you do it. Being absent like that or whatever. But he was off doing his own thing. I really couldn't tell you too much of it, but he a changed man as far as what I know.
Right. So on the show, we be talking about like a lot of people come on the show about asking fathers and how it affected them. You think that really affected you as a child? Like, did it hit home? Like, damn, my dad not around.
No, I didn't realize that until like I got older to understand what a father was. Basically, all we had was mama, and that was our mama and dad in one.
Yeah. Right.
She did a hell of a job. She did what she could, She didn't push me to the streets. I pushed myself, you know what I mean? So managing 10 kids all alone, you can. I don't think I can imagine that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
So was you the only one that veered off to the streets, or was it others?
Until like it went so far. My little brother and them, they had a foot in it too.
Oh, okay.
But I was like the main one.
Oh.
I was the main one. I'm the second oldest. So.
Oh, okay. So everybody, you got one oldest. That's a sister or a brother?
That's my brother.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, I definitely jumped off. they say jumped out the porch right into the streets.
But like you said though, was it that particular story that you just gave? Like when you said you just happened in the wrong place, wrong time, and shit just got to going crazy. And
these was my homies, so I already knew what I was walking into, what I was getting myself into, and all that. You know what I mean? You guilty by association, by the way. We all know that.
Right.
So, cats didn't care who they was shooting at, as long as they knew their target was right there. You know that was how they. Well, now this generation crazy. These generations crazy, but it's.
Yeah.
I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm all for it.
How do that change you though? Because I think oftentimes as young black men, we all grow up like neutral in a sense. Like we all grow up kind of innocent in a way, and then I think it's something that like click or something that happens to us that just changes the way we think forever. It changes our vibe. It changes everything about us, and it makes us into like something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not speaking from my own experiences, but just also just having a brother who was involved in the streets, and like watching him grow up and seeing his life and shit like that, and seeing how it ultimately came to his demise just recently. Just like seeing that thing play out like that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes like it was something that I don't know about my brother's life and the shit that he experienced that made him feel like he had to be that, and he was that, and you know what I'm saying? And he lived that life until, again, it ultimately came to his demise. Like, what is that thing that keeps sucking us as black men into that shit? He like,
I can't speak for most. That shit, no one really, but and I was never the type to. I wasn't always front line, far as like big and bad or nothing like that. I ain't never. I was a quiet one. I was the quiet one out the bunch. So you got the ones that want a name, and that's to speak on what you're saying. You got the ones that want a name so bad, and that's more likely gonna be the weakest. And when I say the weakest, gonna be like the flunky. Not to say that we was telling brothers to go do this and that,
right.
But some want a name and some want the fame too. Like, and what I mean by fame, cause we in the street, we all trying to get somewhere, you know what I mean? So
it's competition.
But it's more but it's more the name and want to be the biggest out the crowd and doing all wild stuff, extra stuff. And we see that to this day. Like, especially if you're my age and you still trying to thug like that,
right?
You really in the way.
Yeah.
You're in the way, and I had to come to realize at some point like this. I mean, I'm still trying to find that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With this new generation and stuff, man, they don't know how to let up.
Yeah.
So you got to stay on your P's and Q's as well.
Right.
God didn't bring me this far to drop me off here.
Right.
It got to be something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my bad. So when you hanging out with your friends, did you notice a lot of rah guys or something like that you had to stay away from?
I mean, yeah, we all got that potential one, like just like this and this one like this and this one like that.
Yeah.
Not at that point, man. It wasn't no I in team.
Right.
It wasn't no I in team. Right or wrong, we was going. We all go.
I feel you. Yeah.
That's when it was structure.
Yeah.
It was a lot of structure.
Do you think, because back to the the whole trying to figure out part, like what is it that kind of draws to that? I think maybe, do you think, like, because you say when you running with a team or if you just running by yourself or whatever, I think like we get some form of structure, something of like becoming a man out of it that we maybe be missing from our father showing us how to be a man. Because I don't know, like, I think it teaches you or it just teaches you all the real shit about life that makes you you know what I'm saying? Because I know you, like I said from the beginning, you a legendary like type of nigga in the streets, like for real. So I think that comes with a certain structure, with a certain way of living your life that has made you who you are. Like, do you think, because it seems, I mean, it's gifts and shit in this shit, but it's also risk and shit in that you taking. So like, can you explain that dynamic of it?
The risk you taking, trying to or being a street, as we known as at that time, a street nigga. The biggest risk you taking is your life. Period. Your life, because it's a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that I ain't gonna say too late, but it was late. Your family. You ain't the only one that love yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether you when you go to jail, who take care of you. It's gonna be your family, your family and your friends. That's part of your family because if you call somebody bruh, sis, if they not blood related, obviously that's your family. So them friends gonna disappear.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing Mama always told me. So that's why I never fought my dad. Like, you don't have no friends. You ain't got no friends, and it's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually say you come in alone, you die alone.
Yeah,
That'd be my saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Born alone, you're gonna die alone. And I mean, I think that's definitely something that's definitely true. But at the same time, like you speaking like to the like family, right? Like you're not the only one that love you. Like that's I think that's deep as fuck.
That's deep as shit.
You gonna hurt a lot of people trying to be just a part of the streets. You're gonna hurt a lot of people because you can't go doing this bad and expecting something good to always come from it. Your day gonna come, and no matter how it's gonna come, because it ain't no shape, form, or fashion, it's gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And my road, me being on my feet in the streets, it didn't go too far.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go too far. I wouldn't be here right now if I wasn't probably strong up here and have faith in God first.
Right.
You know what I mean? How I pulled through, I ain't question it.
For sure.
I did. You know what I mean? And I learned that in my the middle stage of it. And I say the middle stage because I'm still here.
Right.
I learned that, and I consider that too late a little bit, but I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. I still got things to live for.
Right.
So
I mean, but go into it a little bit, because I think you hitting on something heavy. Like I feel like, because okay, like maybe, all right, so like, the baby on the way, you 16, 17, 18, like take us from there. Like what did you end up doing? Like you dropped out of Jefferson. What was next? Like you was...
It was a lot of in the midst of that, it was a lot of partying and, gang banging hard. We seen our opposition, they seen us. It was back and forth, man. We was doing a lot of... It was a lot of gunslinging, you know what I mean? It was a lot of that. It was some fights, but if whoever had that issue, man, it was gonna be that, and we was real life trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? It wasn't people shooting at granny's cribs and auntie cribs. It wasn't that. We'd see each other in the streets and get busy.
Right.
And this shit ain't cool. What's going on now?
Yeah.
But let me ask you: was there ever any emotion behind that shit though, or was it just
emotion?
Like meaning like because you really like you know what I'm saying? You really
you see me, it's on site type.
It's on
shit.
site.
Oh yeah,
I'm finna take this
yeah.
man's life. Like it ain't no emotion behind that, but
like how you gonna feel about it? Like if no, it wasn't. It wasn't. And it was real senseless that now we got older and shit like that. But it was definitely on site, and we didn't care where we was at. It was like a little bit different, but we wasn't no bystanders or nothing like that getting hit like that or. I mean,
it was kind of like more respectful back then.
I was gonna say it was respect a little.
It was a little, not too much. You know,
because for not, and it's a bystanders not to get hit. It's like y'all was kind of strategic with it, type.
Yeah, it was like
versus today,
how close we is type of thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean? It was up close.
Okay.
Things happen, and I go both ways. The ones we was into it with, and we was giving each other the flux. You know what I mean? And
but what's kicking all this off though? Like, what's even the fucking beef though? Like, what's
me speaking then?
Yeah.
It was what you threw up. It was the gang sign. It was the gang sign. Okay. It was the you ain't this, you whatever. Fuck what you rap. And it was same way with them. They fuck with y'all rap. You know what I mean? It was that. And
was you ever scared at any point?
I don't think I never been scared.
Nah. So being in the streets, you got to be some type of soldier type, like how the army is basically.
And necessarily being scared. I mean, like, because if you scared, you're gonna fold and you're gonna lose your life.
Right.
Because them other cats ain't playing. Like they know we not playing.
Right.
So whoever got the draw first gonna blow first, and whoever can blow back gonna do that. So it was like never no fear thing. And this might sound crazy, but like we speaking upon then though.
Yeah.
Fireworks, like it was like the 4th of July every day, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, this might sound crazy, but we wouldn't go in the house until we let off our guns. Until the clip was empty. It was things like that, you know what I mean?
But where the energy coming from? What's provoking this? Is just like this shit fun? These my niggas, like, or is this like what's provoking the energy to go in this direction?
Just a mindset.
Like I say, if we talking then, we talking then.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, it was
it
property. It was property that we didn't even own. You know what I mean? Like now we only own the shit.
Right.
But we was gang banging over nothing really. And then you had some of the ones that was beefing over a little lady friend or you know things like that too. That definitely was in the mix a little bit. You know.
Can I ask you this? Because we talk a lot too, just about like the.
We got to drive off of it though. Like long story short, and keep it 100. You got to drive off that, and then like when the shooting over with or whatever, the fighting over with. Oh, we just did that. We just, you know what I mean? You get to talking amongst, you know, we all in the crib now, everybody's safe, or might got a war wound here and there, or whatever. Like, it was like fun. Like, crazy though. Crazy fun.
Yeah, so y'all mind, because I want to dive into that just a little bit more, man, because like I was going to say too, like we really try to talk, and we do talk to the black community and the black culture, because like that's it is like you said, you got to drive off of it. It was fun, man. Like, but at the same time, you're playing with your life. Like, I think a lot of rap music and people portray that side of it, or people get that type of feeling from it. Like, it's fun to where like people really be out here, you know what I'm saying, in some fucked up situations. Like you said, like for senseless reasons. So like again, like what can you maybe talk to the black or speak on why the black culture is like that, and what we got to change about, or what we can do to go on a different, because this shit ain't fun. People really dying behind this shit.
I say the only way things gonna change is start with us. It start with us, and then what I mean by us, like even though this has been going on way before my era,
right?
It just get handed down.
Yeah,
and that just go to say if the father ain't, a mother can only do so much with a boy,
right?
And like I say, my mother did a hell of a job. But if a father is missing from his child life, you got females that's gang banging too now. So, so I'm speaking on the female and the male. But a male, definitely, if a young boy ain't got a male figure in his life, he's bound to go down the path that he's gonna have to brush hair to rub his shoulders and shit like that. So the father definitely play a big part. And what the question was,
what can we do to help the black community understand that, like, this, like,
from your point of view,
from your point, like, because you were saying as a young kid, this drive, I'm getting a kick out of this shit, man. This shit fun, but I'm really risking my life. Like, I'm doing things that really mean shit. Like, if I take somebody out, he really gone off this earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it start with the parents, you know. And if you're a single mother, you only can do what you can
with your kids.
Like, the father is more harder. The father is gonna show that. Oh, you want to be this? You want to be that?
Right.
That's gonna be that strength right there to drive his child not to, you know, want to be in the streets, or like like for instance. Now I'm gonna speak on me. You know what I mean? My son, he not gang banging. You know what I mean? He's not gang banging. At his age, I was full fledged. I was full fledged gang banger. He's 17. I was a full fledged gang banger by then. Not even knowing I was finna get shot in the midst of a couple of them later, but and I use myself as a prime examples. My little brother, for instance, him too. I seen the path that I actually seen my little brother get into the streets. I use myself, and then we got a brother that's facing 75 years right now. You know what I mean? Okay, the streets consist of all that. So, me, what I do to have done with my child is like, you want to be in a wheelchair, you want to be a vegetable. You want to be in jail for the rest of your life, or you want to be dead. You know what I mean? And you're going to be lucky to be in this position to pull through, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I say it's working. I say it worked, and it's working because it's still going on, you know, life's still going on. So it started with the fathers for me. It started with the fathers, and the fathers absolutely got to be there. Financially, I used to think that shit was cool, but that don't do it. Mind you, I grew with my child too, though.
Right.
So he was a baby. I was still a child. So
Yep.
Yeah, start with the father.
So like fathers out there that's just financial, they need to be more than that.
And then like yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And then my bracket, if we got kids that's 17 now and probably 18,
Yeah.
I got something that's 20. My homie with kids that's 20, you know what I mean? That's my age in my bracket type thing. We got to tell them whether we got to tell them defend yourself at all time.
Right.
You know, going and looking for motherfuckers riding around with guns and drugs. I'm pretty sure y'all be catching the news like I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we was doing the same shit, but just a little smarter. But you want to tell them like this ain't the route, because we got to tell them what we went through, and that ain't it. Right. Shit, you want to get your mama out the hood? You want to impress me? Shit, stay in them books, graduate, do something like me handing you a gun or handing you some drugs. I'm a bad influence already in the dough. I done let this child down.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Whether I give him some drugs and he can go get a gun somewhere else, or whether I give him a gun, he can go get the drugs somewhere else. So,
for sure.
by you giving them anything or just doing anything in front of kids, though, they gon' think it's cool, and then that's where I want to be like him.
Yep.
Right.
Now, if I walk in with a briefcase instead of a gun on my waist, who y'all think a child like he already damn near in the trenches, like damn near already finna get the like wilding out. Right. Who y'all think this man with this briefcase or this man with this gun?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So if we got the manpower to do it, it just some just be like, nah, son, just or nah, baby, just go on and go on and jump out there. Then you already hell no, you can say that. You can say that, child. Believe that.
Right. So it's always like it's never too late down there.
No, it's never too late. You know, you're gonna always have your run in where them times that you thought you got away with something, you're gonna get caught slipping.
Yep.
And, you know, God forbid on anybody, but you're gonna get caught slipping.
Yep.
No bad deed goes without punishment. You feel me? Like, for real.
Damn.
With your son though, what's his name?
He a junior.
Oh, junior.
Oh yeah.
He hoop.
We tried it. My son like a little pretty boy, man. He working. He working. I actually just talked to him. He working and stuff though. He tried. He was fast. And he actually just working in this school right now.
Okay.
You know.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
But like you said, I want to go back to something you said about like, you know, you said like whatever you're doing with them is working. Like what you telling them and how you guide them and shit like that is really working. Like, do you think your story, like the fact that like, you know what I'm saying, not only can you really tell him, but then like you also can show him like, son, like I really live this type of life and this is a different path that you can go. Like, do you think that's like the biggest thing for him, or do you think
Oh yeah, because I done stressed when he was younger, and I tell all the little kids this too, man. Well, I can't even put that out there because the young ones might be watching, but this something I'd rather tell them. No, I'll tell y'all about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I used to always tell my son like the things that I couldn't do with him. Teach him how to ride a bike. Teach him how to play ball, because I love the ball. I wanted him to be a shadow like how I was as far as hooping went.
Yep.
Right.
And you know, things of that. You know, just taking your son out, and you know, when you have a boy being a young male, you know what I mean, you want a boy. I don't care if you want your little girl, but you gonna want that boy. You know what I mean? So and then, you know what, my life, how my life went when I had my child, I'm like, damn, he cannot be nothing like me. I cannot let him see it. But I slipped up, and he saw some shit he ain't supposed to have seen, and I thank God that it never took a toll. As of now, he's good, he's great. Yeah. You know what I mean? As far as the street go, he ain't in them. Right. But you got to use yourself as a prime example. If you if you came from the streets or whatnot, and I tell him like, man, you want to lose your legs? You know, I've told him this before. You want to lose your legs, like. And this wasn't even none that came from me hearing something or me seeing something that he was doing negative as far as streetwise. This is something I had to tell him.
Right.
Now he's older, and I had to tell him, like, don't think about it. Don't even once think about it.
Right.
Your dad paid the way for you. You good.
Right.
If you ever think about the streets, you ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
You know, I ain't had nowhere near a lot of money. You know, you want some money, you can go get you a job like he got now. Go get some money that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Go get some money that way because you goddamn it think you finna be slanging rocks or selling any drug.
Right.
That shit. They got a place for that too.
Yep.
Right.
So he on the right path right now, and
You proud of him?
and I salute his mother though. You know what I mean? She's a great mother. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, she's a great mother. You know what I mean? While I lacked that, she picked up. You know.
Oh, for sure.
And shit, even when I was on, you know, did do what I do and did what I can at the point, and she always was there. So she definitely played a big part in our child life.
For sure.
But you got to use yourself as an example. You got to use You can't just say you want to be like him and you want to be like him.
Yeah.
Look at him, he damn near dead. Or no, use yourself too though.
Yeah.
Use yourself. Don't just let your child think that you ain't did nothing. Like it's some like we all done did. You know what I mean? Whether it's streetwise or not, it's some guilt we all probably going to the grave with.
Yeah.
But you got to use yourself, and I think that's the best thing to do.
Right.
Well, at least to me, you know what I mean. And like I say, Lilo, he doing good, man, and I thank God for that.
Can I ask you this? Like, what? So, he was born. He came into the world, right? Like, he knew a version of you, and like, what did you have to tell him after your particular incident? Like, what was that? How did that relationship change? Was he old enough to be like dad? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then also, if you don't mind, like, what actually happened? Like, what's the story behind everything? And how did it affect the relationship with the kid and shit like that?
He was still young. He was still a baby. So, shit. He was, I went to the, I got shot in 2007. Paralyzed, 2007. March. Later, well, that whole 2007 was hectic for me. It was a tragic whole, because I was angry. I was angry, you know what I mean? And, I was angry. So I was in jail a lot. He was born in 2006. I got shot, paralyzed 2007.
A year later.
So he was 8 months when I got paralyzed. So then he was born in 06. Got shot in 07. Went to the joint in 08. Came home in 2010. So I came home when he was 3, 4 years old.
Yeah.
I caught his 4th birthday, I think.
Okay.
I caught his 4th birthday. 2 days before his birthday, I got out from doing 2 years. And at that point, he was still a baby, so I ain't really have to stress nothing to him yet. So, I mean, of course, he was looking at the wheelchair and shit all funny and whatnot. He never saw nothing like that. And and as he got older, and I was still thugging, though.
Yeah.
I was still thugging, doing me or whatnot.
Yeah.
And there was things I was trying to do to ease up out of it, but it was just kept sucking me back in. Yeah. So it wasn't just don't nothing happen overnight. Yeah. Don't nothing happen overnight. But when he got older to understand, I really didn't even tell him what happened to me. Mm-hmm. He knew. Once he got old enough to know, he knew already. Yeah. From the things that I accidentally let him see, but it was accidentally on purpose, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he saw a lot. He saw a lot to know what's right and what's wrong, because I allowed him, and sometimes I did a mistake, allow him to see things that he wasn't supposed to see, even with the little, dramas with his mama. Right. You know what I mean? So he saw, heard a lot, and shit, he take heed of it. Yeah, he take heed.
Did y'all talk about those things that he saw? Like, did it affect him?
Sometimes we do, but I would rather for him to, if he want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't just bring it up because he's sharp. He's sharp in here, and I get that from him. Yeah. So if he wanted to bring it up, we can talk about it. But a few times I done took him to school and stuff like. Well, a lot of times I took him to school and stuff like that. We done got involved in some deep stuff, and he got like an attitude like mine too, somewhat. You know what I mean? He get mad quick too. So so some stuff you want to watch what you like. I'll be having to watch how I handle him.
Right.
He also know he got to watch how he handle me as well. So so he pick up quick. So and he already knew what happened. He knew though. Yeah.
So what was your life like in 2007? You know, the baby, you know, on the way 2005, 2006 is. Yeah. What was your life like? You said it was crazy, hectic, tragic. What was your life like?
Like leading up to
leading up to everything, moving forward.
Like forward as in
like, okay, so
trying
like,
to lead the streets alone, or
nah, like, so what was your life like in 2007 that led to your particular incident? And then, like, because I'm just trying to get a sense, okay, like, because we kind of started with the fact that, like, you grew up in a household of 10 kids, a single mom, right? You grew up on the west side of Rockford. You was a ball player. You loved hooping, but for whatever reasons, your life took you down the path of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're going down this path of the streets. Around the same time as you're getting into them, you have a kid. Just after you have a kid, you get fucking shot. Yeah, like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck?
I got involved deep. I was one of the ones that the oppositions wanted. You know what I mean? They had to get me out, like, they wanted to get me out the way. Had, like, try to get me, some way slow me down.
Yep. Right.
Some way to slow me down, you know what I mean? And from the time I jumped in it, like I said, I wasn't loud, I wasn't none of that. You get into it with the, like, they got into it with whoever. And I might come out the blue. Yep. I might come out the blue, and you know, I was gang banging hard. You know what I mean? Details. Shit, it was that. You know what I mean? And I done did some shit, a lot of shit, and I ain't never say I was untouchable. I ain't gonna say that, but shit, what led up to me getting shot? You know, one of the brothers, he was into it with somebody, and like I say, it ain't no INT. Once you in this shit, with your mans. You want to call him your brother, whatever. You in it. So I don't fault nobody for me being in the situation that I'm in, condition I'm in.
Right.
But it was some shit like that or whatnot, and I got hit. You know what I mean? And I took my hit. You know what I mean? And shit.
Do you think that's a part of being a man? Is taking whatever you dish out of?
It's no, my child did that. And like, cause I was still, you know, I'm still growing too.
Oh, okay.
I'm still growing and learning. You know what I mean? It ain't never too much you can or can't know.
Right.
So, man,
what was that day like for you?
When me getting shot? When I found out I was paralyzed, shit, I went back into a coma. Cause I felt weird, you know. I felt weird. It took me, I want to say, like a month to get it together, like mentally, physically, of course, too. Shit, I was fucked up for a minute. Far as I was sad, depressed. I was already, you know, I wasn't this big when I was on my feet. I was a slim, tall, you know. And I lost, even though I wasn't that big, shit, I was only like 145, if that. Mm-hmm. So when I got shot, I lost like 20 pounds. So I was little. It woke me up a little bit, you know, and that's when a lot of love came behind it too. Like, I seen who really loved me, and it was definitely that. You know, it was people I ain't even like even seen while I was in the streets or nothing like that. That was coming to them hospital, you know, coming to that hospital, and you know, even when I went to school and they shipped me to Chicago out that way, it was people. It showed me a lot of love, but when I got back to the streets, in the chair, it was still on. You know, my peoples was out there still gang banging, and here I am in a wheelchair trying to gang bang, knowing damn well I can't run like I used can.
Right.
Now I'm putting myself in situations that I know I can't get out of. You know what I mean? But I was still hot. I don't know if it was the I'm in it till I die type of thing, because I never looked at it like that.
Hard to let go?
Yeah, it was. It was. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's just now I'm starting to, like, nah, I ain't with that.
Right. Yep.
I used to love going out, shit, especially toting guns. I used to love that shit. Like, you know what I mean? No lie. Was it cool? No, looking back, then, yeah, hell yeah. Shit, because we was already in it, you know? You got to protect yourself, and the gun was protecting us, you know what I mean? So, but what made me, and I always thought about my son, but I did it in a fucked up way to make me realize, like, man, you got something you got to live for, man. Like, you done been shot, you been to prison. You know, like, damn. Like, then none of this jail shit started happening until I got in the chair. Meaning, I had to look at that like, these people can't even get up with me.
Right.
It took me to sit down in this for them people to start getting up with me.
Damn, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Damn.
So God, he did his work.
Right.
He did his work, and you know, he set me down. And like I said, it still wasn't enough at that time. I done been to car accidents and all type of shit. Like, you know, that you can lose your life with anything. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So he done so much to slow me down, and he's still working on me. I'm still, I ain't perfect. Shit,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? So I'm still learning this thing
Absolutely.
too.
Right.
But if it, like, just in general though, like, just in that day in particular, because I really, and I, like, we see it as evident, right? Like, you said, like, you slipped into a coma and you came back out of it. Like, it was something in you that kept you together. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what kept you together? What was you, like, how did you work that fucking magic like that and ultimately come out and then still have your right mind, still be the same guy, still lead, you know what I'm saying? How you leading? Like, how, bro? Like, something had to be in you to make that shit. Like,
It was
that's
a lot.
fucking magic.
I lost a lot as far as my homies, as far as the brothers with this gangbang and stuff. So when I got hit up, it was like either I'm gonna be weak in a wheelchair, and by you being weak in a condition I'm in, shit, you liable to lose your life just mentally. Like, yo, you can fuck your health up. If you ain't strong minded, you gonna die just by nobody touching. You gonna kill yourself. And like I was saying, I lost a lot of brothers in this shit. So I'm like, man, would I rather be dead or in this wheelchair? And first and foremost, I got a child, and I got this love and support throughout my family. So it was like, man, you got to shape something up, and you got to rearrange some things and readjust some things too. So once I got the thinking, I finally crap up out of it a little bit, falling back a little bit. But my son was it though, but I thought about it in messed up ways, as in I get in some trouble, go to jail, and then I miss my son to death.
Yeah.
Now I miss my son to death, and I was being in the chair, because I get asked to this day. It'll be 17 years in March. I get asked to this day, how do I do this? How do I do that? Like, how? You know what I mean? I really can't answer that question. I really never had the answer. I just get up and go.
Yeah. Are you religious at all? Is there any type of spiritual side of it for you?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in Christian. You know what I mean? You know, and I like what the Muslims believe in too. I kind of like that. Well, actually, I do like it. But Christian though, we was always church going. You know, Mama and Granny made sure we went to church. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Christian, if anything.
Yeah.
If anything, I don't talk about God, or I don't talk about what the next person believe in, type of thing like that. But you got some people that don't even believe in God. Okay, that's cool. I'll leave conversations like that alone.
Right, yeah, for sure. I feel you.
So I just know what I know.
Yeah.
So what you interested in now, man? You know, we're going into a new year. It's a new world, 2023, 2024. You see all the technology, all the AI. Man, you just see how the world going, man. Like, what you into? You into real estate, crypto? What you into, sports betting? Like, what got you kind of like? What got your mind going these days?
Everything right now, as far as and it's on the positive side, because I done did so much negative. I'm actually, man. This right here is actually what I'm in right here. This is what I'm actually like working on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been asked millions of times to go on and do it.
Right.
Mentoring, you know what I mean? Like I said, I wasn't ready at first because, when you still thugging, I'm traumatized behind a lot. So, but on that note, I'm pretty much into elevating, doing things that I thought wasn't cool and comes out to be cool.
Right.
Like, I know I have a testimony to give and share, and like I said, it's just the beginning. Like, it go deeper than that. But nowadays, I'm just gathering my thoughts right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Gathering my thoughts.
How you feel about that trauma piece though? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like me personally, I'm just a big believer, like just with my own personal like shit going on. Like I always try to look at trauma as like something that can be transformative, right? Because I feel like shit gonna hurt, and no matter how we try to look, it's just gonna hurt. But I feel like when we get into those spaces to where we thinking about it like that, I feel like a lot of the times it can be our power. Like I don't know, like me personally, I get into deep thought, and that's when I'm the most creative, or when I'm doing something that allows me like to really, I don't know, like transform it. You know what I'm saying? Like coming on this show and talking about shit is like one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you find it powerful to talk about the shit that you went through? Or like you know what I'm saying? Because I know you're saying mentoring, but like, do you really find something and really mentoring, or is it just something that people just like, hey, you should do that shit?
Nah, it's something that I look forward to actually like moving forward the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
Cause I know it's there. What they say, your calling, your purpose.
Yeah.
When you get asked to do certain things like this or whatever, it got to be something in it. And I advise anybody to go for what they feel is for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You never know what you're missing out on. And you don't do it for the, like, things like this, you don't do it for the money, the fame, or nothing like that. You do it to save somebody's life or something.
Right,
And I have to realize that, like, I can.
Yep.
And I know I will.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I can talk to a million. Well, we're gonna speak logic.
Yeah.
I could talk to a group of 150 to 200 people, as long as I touch one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you got to mean what you say too, though, and you got to say what you mean, because them kids, they smart these days.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So your son was pretty much your first mentorship. Keeping him away from the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I kind of spooked him, shook him up a little bit. You know what I mean? You gotta be though. If you don't come like that, shit, he gonna want to go see for himself.
Right. Yeah.
He gonna want to go see, because Mama always said a hard head make a soft ass, and show she was right.
Yeah. So through your whole time of gangbanging and stuff, you never had like no brothers or sisters like try to take you away from that?
See, they was on the right path, and you know, they really didn't too much see it, because I ain't bring it home.
Oh, okay.
I ain't bring it home, but in the way I did with like the little parties, little, you know, we might end up deep, like at my granny crib. That's where it all, like, you know, I had some company that I know I should have never allowed to get out of hand, and you know, some things happened, and that shouldn't have, meaning a lot of gunplay, and like that was just like within like 10, 11, like about 12 years ago up to this present day, damn near. You know what I mean? You know, shit still happens.
Right.
You know, a person never know what you really own, especially a guy you was like, if I was me and you was gang banging, or, you know, we are gang banging and shit, but we against each other type of thing, and we don't really know what we each other own until we actually like, look, bro, like, you know, we actually gotta
interact.
You know what I mean? If you don't do that, you know, understanding and communication, shit, niggas gonna get them vibes if they knowing, like, you know, he on some snake shit. You know what I mean? And that's what's wrong with a lot of niggas too. And that's why that's why I still fucked up, because you never know what a person on, but you got to get it. You got to take that risk. You don't want to lose your life taking the risk, though. But you don't never know when you gonna lose your life anyway. So, but you got to come to men's with it, like, man, he on some what I'm trying to be on.
Right.
Like, I done had a few, you know, niggas I was gang banging against with or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we done saw each other and, man, embraced each other. Like, we never was shooting at each other, trying to kill each other years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? They actually grown men now. We done chopped it up. Like, shit, you here, I'm here. You lost, we lost.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's type of thing. And it take a grown man to do that, though. You know, all that trying to get a name shit and like, fuck that, I ain't forgot what you did to me. That shit out the window. Yeah. Because the gang gonna keep going on and on, then that's where it get handed down to the kid. That's why these kids still gang banging. Right. Because you got some people that still, that shit, you got motherfuckers that's gang banging with they kids.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would never in my life.
Right.
Would you ever like, because you say some of these guys, you done fucking Madden, y'all done whatever. Would you ever like really do some community wise, like public wise, really come together on this shit and be like, fuck, we done with this shit. We not passing this down to the shorties no more. We done with this shit, and we really putting it out there like we done with this shit.
Yeah, I was actually on the verge with one of them. Yeah, we ain't never get a chance to meet. He actually locked up right now. And this is one that he was giving us the flux like we was giving him, you know what I mean? Yeah. And this one of the ones, you know what I mean? So, you know, not throw no names out there, but, you know, pretty much get the picture. But we was on to something. We was on to something. He reached out to me, and I was telling him, like, shit, man, I ain't no Akbar or nothing like that, but I can do what I can do on my end. You do what you do on your end. Right. But long as me and you, shit, we collide like that, maybe that... Man, let's leave that shit alone. I mean, but it don't happen like that so many times where they done try to have a peace treaty, as they call it. Right. And I don't like using that word neither, but like peace treaty, like it's a grown man thing for real. And you know, when you got kids that really live for, and you really want to, you know, watch your kids grow and show them what life is really all about and all that shit. You gonna leave that nonsense alone. Yeah. So, but like I told the ones that did want to do something like that. That's gonna take us though. It's gonna take the ones that was really out there in that game, really playing that game for the follow or whatever, whatever. And it ain't even following. It's we all can be leaders. We all are leaders. Right. You know.
So I'm gonna bring it back a little bit, like with the mothers without fathers that can't get a hold of fathers and stuff like that. How should they deal with a troubled teen?
And I'm actually like going through something like that with a few people. Something like that, man. A mother. I ain't gonna say she got a fine or, you know. That's a tough one because, shit. If they got uncles, if they got, if it got to be a male figure. Right. It got to be. I mean, it ain't got to be, but it's stronger. You know, you get the, they get the message. And but you can't be playing and laughing and giggling and you know what I mean, like you can't. You got to be serious and hard sometimes. Verbally though. I mean, even though you know, and the child got to be willing to know and understand that this shit can be tragic. This shit can end for you right now. Right. Like I could tell you, I could talk you to death about knots and dues. You know what I mean? But when you walk out that door, did it stick with you? Mm-hmm. Did it? We'll find out. Mm-hmm. So the mothers has been like in dealing with that shit. That's something they gonna have to ask Victoria because she did a hell of a job. That's my mother, man. Like for real, because
shout out to Mom Dukes,
man. Because I got you know, the brother sis thing going on with a lot of people. And like I said, it's a few of them right now that's dealing with they teens and they boys. Yeah. And I'm always the ear to listen, shoulder to lean on. And from my point of view, I give it to them how, and they know me, so they know me. The mothers know me well. So I told them, shit, y'all did what y'all can. Y'all doing what y'all can. But shit, them fathers got to be there. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah, they got to be there.
That's the fucking truth. Like that's the realest thing I think you can say.
Because a woman,
I think that speaks volumes. I ain't gonna lie.
The woman can only do so much, and then, and this real life. This goes on in the world. You got them young boys that'll really go chest to chest with their mamas. Like you better not put your hands on me. Or you know they'll really go there. So with that father being there, man. You know, it's like a goddamn pit bull and a little chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? That, and you got to be aggressive like that. Right. You don't. At the end of the day, they gonna thank you. You ain't being hard on them. You actually being easy. You know what I mean? You giving them the game, especially if you've been through it. So
we're gonna jump back into it again. We wanna thank y'all for tuning in to Men's Cheat Code.
Yes, sir.
Like he always say, make sure y'all like, subscribe. share, comment, all that good stuff.
Yep, you know.
But we're gonna pick it back up with Low. How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, I'm relieved.
Yeah. You feel a lot better than when you came in?
Yeah. I'm gonna start asking people this, but like, who you fuck with most on the wall? Like anybody up here on the wall, you really fuck with most, and
That
why?
stands out.
Yeah, like, and why? Like we already know Kobe.
I see the great right there.
But who else? Though? Anybody else stands out to you up here?
Malcolm for sure.
Yeah.
That whole right there.
Okay.
Have you ever read up on anything while you, like when you was locked up? What's some books that like altered your mind?
Hey, I ain't gonna even flex. Like I said, I like how the Muslims move. Like
Oh, okay.
The real ones, the
Right.
one that take that religion serious and not playing with it.
Yeah.
I was reading the Quran in there.
Damn.
I actually left with my celly Quran, man. He didn't know I was moving. I didn't know I was moving neither, but I ended up getting transferred to a whole nother facility.
Yeah.
And I had this Quran. I know a little bit about Muslims and all, but shit.
Just really that though.
Just the Quran you was reading up on? Yeah.
That's dope as hell, man. But to that point though, like, and I want to ask you this because I feel like we live in like a generation of like to where like it's a lot of younger people that's coming up and they just like for whatever reason ain't really fucking with religion, bro. So like for you, I guess it's a 2-part question, but like one, do you believe in God, right? And if you're not religious, in like what form do you kind of like believe that in? Like what do you think is the story with that whole God shit? And then 2, the other part of that question in terms of God and just like spirituality, do you feel like it's anything that's like, do you think spirituality is a real thing? And then like what is that to you?
I just experienced something that I thought I'd never experienced in my life. So I do believe in it. I just ain't big on talking about it,
Right.
Because it can go. It's agree to disagree type of thing.
Right.
And I know that because I be seeing my fellas and them do it. So
Yeah.
shit.
But how
you
you
gotta
see
believe.
it though, like without even.
You gotta believe in. No matter what you believe in or what you don't believe in, but what you don't believe in, you actually believe in. It's something.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah.
Like me, I believe in God. Yeah, I do. I believe it's a higher power, and it's Him. Shit, I done been through the storm, man. I've been through hurricanes and shit like that. So I believe it's a higher power, and it's definitely Christianity. And what I read, not saying, we are gods ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody said that on the last show.
Absolutely,
We are,
yeah.
So,
I think that was Jasmine, I think.
Yeah, Lisa. It was Lisa.
I thought you were talking about from season 1, but
Nah, yeah, Lisa.
season 1, Jasmine said that too.
Yeah.
Like we are guys and ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like just me, the way I see it, bro, like you got to think about it, bro. Ain't none of us crazy, bro. So we all got that little voice that talk to us, right, throughout the day and shit. Like I really feel like, bro, that's God talking to us, bro. Like that little mind that's always guiding you. Yeah. That's God, bro. You can't tell me that's not God. Yeah. Like how? Because how else is like these fucking physical human? Like how else is we doing this shit?
Right,
like making these decisions, like making shit come from our minds, like this podcast and shit. Like this shit was in somebody's mind, was in your mind, bro. And now look, like that's God's work in my opinion. Sure. Or something like God's work
for sure. Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying, like
yeah.
So
see, I actually like how I get through like situations that didn't turn tragic, or how I end up dodging it is because I talk to myself. And like you said, like that inner you, that's God. But that like when you actually go, when you know you should have stayed, and when you went and the outcome came out, now you in the jam you can't get yourself out of.
Right.
When you should have listened to that other inner. But we tend to do that though. We don't know which right or which wrong. What if you go and you could save somebody? What if you end up going and you end up turning your mans around?
Right.
Or what if you end up staying and your man's end up?
Yeah.
Then we all got this what if and I should have. I'm going with the either I am or I'm not. It's plain and simple now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple.
For sure.
So is life more simpler now than what it was back then?
It's life more simple now.
Like mental wise. Cause with me, I see like like I used to stress about a lot of things, and now I just let life be what it is.
You got to, because you can't hold on to nothing. You ain't got no control over it,
Right.
or nothing like that. But I think it's more. Challenging now. Challenging now because being a parent first and foremost. You always want to know what your child doing, if you good, if she good, whatever, if they good. You always want to know if they ain't in harm's way or not like that. And then yourself coming from the streets or whatever, you want to make sure you still good because it's a lot of sneak envy and jealousy out here still. You know what I mean? And you got to make sure you straight too at all times.
Right.
So but you never know. You never know.
Do you feel like rap music had an influence on you? And do you feel like rap music have an influence on the kids today? And if so, how much of an influence is it on them?
Not on me.
Yeah.
I never got into that. Like, listen to a song made me tee up or nah.
Right.
I never got into that. But yeah. For the generation now and stuff and up under me, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it gotta go in order to, or do you feel like?
Because I won't say I gotta go because it's mine that would matter. You're gonna do what you want to do at the end of the day.
Right.
All they doing is we don't know these rappers or these singers or whatever it may be. We don't know what they actually been through.
Right.
Unless you got them other rappers vouchering and shit like that. You know how like Jeezy and T.I. they can vouch for each other and shit like that. Like shit like that. Then you got the other ones that be hating on them or you know what I mean, or trying to expose each other or however it might go.
Right.
Like if you ain't got that like around now, we speaking like what we know, like and what we was told about this person or that person or even yourself. You gotta be really like
Right. Have you ever tried to rap back then?
Shit, even now, fuck it.
How I be feeling is I'm old, bro. I'm old myself. I'm 30, so I be feeling old to be rapping.
That's another part of this right here. That's what I does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all the music.
Hey, swear to God,
Are you rap for real?
Yeah.
You got some shit, man. Oh yeah.
You should have told us we could have played something on here.
Hey, on my song, bro.
You know, see how things go.
Yeah.
You know things.
Hey, one time though, like will you do a Me and Cheat Code exclusive, bro? Will you drop some music on here that we can get a Rockford, song, something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we been getting exclusive, bro.
So we can play it on the intro. We should play it on the intro.
I'm saying like we can let it go with the episode. Yeah.
I mean, y'all can do it now.
Come on, man, put that bitch out. Hey, look. So everybody out there, man, listen, man. We got Low in the building.
Yeah.
He finna give us some Men Cheat Codes exclusive. This is an unreleased song, I'm assuming. Unreleased.
If they following me on I done put it on Snapchat. I done put some a little
okay.
bit. I tamper with music. Since we was shorties, you know, we had a little group called Mad Circle. You know, we was from the projects, you know, so.
Yeah.
But some heard a little bit.
Okay.
Some did.
All right, bet. Well, shit. Let's go ahead and get that bitch kicked up. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We gonna pull it up.
Yeah. Is it? Do we need to pull it up?
It's on YouTube or anything?
I got it in my phone. That's why. I said,
You
like,
can play it on the mic if you need.
Because I was just tampering with the music, man. I ain't
we need to hook it up,
because it's my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or do you want to cause what we can do instead of like I don't think we got like what kind of you got a aux?
Yeah, both of them. Just I think I got it in here too.
Man, yeah, we gotta get that hooked up, man. We ain't got a speaker.
Y'all know these 15s, though. They make these 15s different than aux things. So
I know.
You gotta have that little piece.
Yeah.
But this will do though. I got it on here for sure.
All right.
This the aux.
You got a Bluetooth? You got a Bluetooth speaker or something?
No, man.
In the car?
No.
Somehow we can hook it up. Let me see.
We can, if you can send it to us in an email, and then we can play it off of the computer.
Yeah, you want us to do that?
Y'all can do it.
Yeah. You can send it to us in an email.
Let me get my phone real quick. Put it in my phone.
All right.
You got the Man Chico email, huh? But I'm already logged in though, so you can just send it to mine. JAV.
Oh, hold on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. I'm finna ask you about it too, bro. Like as we can pull it up, man. I'm finna ask you about it.
It's kind of off guard too. So like the music I do got it's a lot of features on it.
Yeah.
Okay, got this one.
So what we do is we play it, and then send the actual song to.
Oh yeah,
to Rami. And
yeah. Play it over, yep. Yep. I guess while we wait, you sent it. He sent it to you already, right?
Huh?
He sent it to you already, right?
I'm waiting on.
Oh, all right, bet. Damn, into the music. How long? So how long you been doing it? Though? Like, what got you into it?
I think we was 15, 16.
Also for a minute.
You know, a lot of music then though. It was gangbanging music then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
For the last about 10 years or so, it's been more of me. When I do get in the stew, it's all about life and pain, and you know, it's all about all that now.
For sure. That's dope as hell. Man, I got some more questions I want to ask you about it, so I'm waiting for it until we get back going.
Already.
Nah,
I'm trying to send more than one at one time, that's all, because get it all out the way. That's another one. Huh? That God did. That God did just a little intro, though. It's, you know.
You let me know which one you want me to play. Which one you think is your best one on them.
Shit, all of it, I bet.
This be the first time we did this.
That's what I'm saying.
Already.
Being Chico's exclusive. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And
it's the first time for us.
I'm still in the making of with some music right now because, like I say, man, lately I've been on some, you know, some real positive, you know, some real positive things, and my music is positive nowadays. So it's basically about my life and what I've been through, what I'm going through.
Yeah.
So, but these the ones I sent got features on them, or I'm on a feature, so type of things. But
Which one you want me to play?
oh, they came through.
Yeah, they came through.
You can start off.
Which one you want?
I'm trying to see which one I sent to you.
You sent me God Did, Two Kings.
Yeah, that you can play that that temporary on there. No, start off with God Did. Start off with God Did, you know, because it's more of an intro, anyways.
Bad. Let's get it.
It's only like 8 bars to it.
We still live, Jay? Yeah. Bad. Let's get it. So you go by Low, like musically too?
Yeah.
For sure.
And I got like 10 names, man.
Yeah.
But Low Dubb is what.
Low Dubb.
Low Dubb is what everybody know.
For
Low
sure.
Snub.
Okay.
That came from something crazy.
Yeah.
But Low, that was my ball name. My coach gave me that.
Why? Shit.
Low.
Yeah.
Cause my real name D'Angelo. He just took everything off and had just kept Low.
What's up? What's up?
It's a wonderful feeling. I'ma give them what they've been waiting on.
Well, what you waiting on?
West End, baby.
West End, baby.
Granny who raised me.
Let's go. It's a man Chico
Let's go,
exclusive.
y'all. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Real rap.
This is you on there, right?
Nah, this man y'all know King Moose?
Okay. Yeah, I know King Musa. Yeah, I went to school with him.
Got that call from mom, lights off, fishy drunk, Nipsey Hustle. So you know I gotta get that blue cheese.
Who this right here, you?
To that old
Oh, damn.
Can't let my son down now, I'm on the move. Clock steady ticking, alarm, I can't snooze. Man down, body found, now we hit the news. Gotta slow it down, can't speed, you gotta cruise. Like some bitch, know I married her. Got hurt cause I trusted her. Scarred all up, now I'm stuck cause I busted her. Pistol case, but that Nina, I'm just stuck with her. I'ma hold it down, mama, that's what I promised her. Y'all don't know the meaning of nothing, it gets deep. I was sick to my stomach, just vomiting, couldn't eat. Reggie passed away, it was nights I couldn't sleep. All that shit that I did is my demons attacking me.
This Musa right here. King Musa.
Yeah, I went to school with him.
Yeah.
That shit was dumb.
He was on Sway in the morning. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
wake up like I ain't remember. Came home April 6th, lost the spot, hit the sun. Hit us with concern about them getting to them riches. On my line like it's your time, let us deal with the trenches. Not just, cause I remember in the pen, watching Fred thinking damn, wondering where I'd have been. How Sosa tweeted a band, kept a nigga in the gym. But since ballin' come in different forms, I beat her in the end. Hold on, I said I beat her in the end. And since ballin' come in different forms, I beat her in the end. Ever felt betrayal, swear that shit'll leave you traumatized. Gotta feel it, gotta put braille on that bottom line. Labels know I'm a walking back, so I ain't gotta shine. I'm a blow, gotta put my lies down every time. Posted on 8 block in the C's, bitch, I verified. I know niggas walk around that territory terrified.
Say I'm lying. Yeah, that's me and Musa. Man. We did a collab on that.
Hey, that bitch went
yeah, nah, they went crazy though.
You can spend that.
That's an intro.
No, not that one. Not that one. I'm gonna do that God did as an intro. You know, it's a lot of touching up on these, like unfinished, really. Yeah. But
these on the album, they going to be on the album.
I'm working on it, man.
I ain't lie to you. I don't even know what to say like that. I'm blown away. I can't lie to you because like that shit.
Yeah. So you know how
appreciate
it. Some niggas don't know how to rap.
That shit was.
That nigga know how to rap,
bro.
I think it should be the opposite. I think they should say real niggas know how to rap because you can easily put your life into.
Yeah, but you know some people don't know how to.
Yeah,
do
you get writer's block.
Yeah,
I get it. That's why I ain't got no albums out here, no mixtapes out here. Yeah. You feel like you said too much in one verse. Whole time you still got a whole nother story to tell, stories to tell.
Hold on, I need it up, bro.
Hey, oh yeah, I'm back again. I'm back. Oh, y'all thought it wouldn't happen? Y'all thought it wouldn't happen? Here I go. You gotta show up and show out.
I got an OG on here, one of the older cats on here, and me and my homie.
Yeah.
J-Rab and Tay-Tay. This me right here.
Tunnel vision in my eyes, why? I can be no crash dummy. Got my first beat, backed it up, and when it got some money, things start to change. By some change, they start acting funny. Stomach in my back, you can hear the growling in my tummy. You can be ahead, not famous, just doing well. Tell your deepest secrets fall out, they are running tail. I done been through plenty situations where it wasn't right. Took the left, dead end. Damn, I should have bust the right. I grew up on that West End, fought with my closest friend. Had to sit down, made a vow that we locked in. Loyalty came but left fast, then we all split. Some went state and went fed, ain't that a bitch? But we call it life, it's the life. But when it all fails, can't be gang banging, no funds, it can't make a bail. But we call it life, it's the life. But when it all fails, can't be gang banging.
This is my brother Tay-Tay, one of my brothers.
Shop the joint again, mind your fucking biz. If you got it, you can keep her. She went with me on my bed every night, reminiscing about the stupid shit I did. I need a meal for every time my mama bought the supper in. It's the price maker, silly me is going up again. Ain't no sandwich in my kitchen and you show my brother, man. Catch a case with some nigga blood all over my hand. If the state gon' get involved, then they might get the upper hand. Send them in, only way they take beats out is in the bag. Need some money for my babies, tell my sister about the stash. I know they wish they could. I hope not, knock on wood, hope they keep it good and listen to my people out the hood. It's for every night I called the fight when I was off that fluid. Got in trouble with the laws and every time I just was true it. Even called me on the scene, I told them people I didn't do it. So my people from that virus, hope they hurry up and cure it. All my niggas from the zoo, I know killers, who are you? It's for Black and Cheesy, Mikey, Goonie, seeing Musa too. Used to be in love with Keisha when I went to Kennedy. I kill you by my people, I won't show serenity. I'm not destined, you can't trust me, I don't give identity. If we beefing, then we beefing, I will never mention it. So when coppers come in lockers, they won't never mention it. And we ran from DRC, refusing write them sentences. It's the fact the liquor store is just my arch nemesis. Wake up, got some money older than the second Genesis. It's a body if they try me, bitch, you gon' get pistol whipped. I'm just trying to get a fifth and a pack of cigarettes. You know me, bitch, I'm sliding, ain't even winning yet. In the mall like the chopper, it just holds too many cakes. This is us, you will never probably see the end of this. If you want me, come
one of the OGs, J-Rab.
I be sitting here thinking of some words to choose, cause social media got the whole damn world confused. Yeah, it's the hate for me, and I'm anti-slither, no snakes for me. Got a call from Low Dubb, I was chasing cheese, he said rap come through, laced the beat, and even though things change, ain't no telling the crew, they still love to hear a real nigga telling the truth. It's been a minute, I know you can tell, I've been in it, had it on, but homie the squeeze, it got timid.
Damn, I thought we was jamming, spitting venom.
Mad at the world, it's my fault, you're not winning. I remember calling those and I was doing the biz so we could crack a few jokes and catch up on the crib.
Sitting on the bunk looking at the pictures of live.
I love you hit different when it come from the kid.
Damn. That was temporary right there.
That bitch always let me
Wait,
tell.
the next
I ain't gonna lie, man. That
I know,
motherfucker
bro.
touch your soul.
What's good about it is they don't sound like nobody, bro.
Yeah, show that.
I need that, bro. Is that shit on Apple Music?
We gonna get to it, man. In the point.
I need that. I need to ride home to that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's that other one I sent you besides that God did?
That bitch was stupid.
I got Two King? No.
You just played that one. That was first.
Yeah, God did it in based on a true story.
Oh, you can spin that one before you do that God did. That's the God did show.
Damn, man.
Y'all know Blood Rose, right?
Yeah.
Cuz he on this thing. We did this a while back.
Oh, y'all went crazy on this bitch.
He from Chicago.
Already.
Turn my head
That's
on.
where all my homies from, shit, basically. But they was born there, but they
Y'all moved.
when they was shorty, they moved up here.
Yeah. Same thing when they moved out that bitch to the suburbs.
And overlook cocaine,
Yeah.
human soda and that. And overcooked. I was raised around the dealers and pushers and crackheads. Get caught with some Yola and dump. Now that's fed. Everybody sitting down in the county waiting for trial. All that shooting going down in the rock. My city wild. And I swear it's a whole nother story when niggas book. Same niggas that I pop bottles with, them niggas book. Gone. It's cool, I'll be back in the streets. But when you in the same position, don't be asking for me. Cause I remember getting cars and I didn't pick up. Now I remember making calls and they didn't pick up. Damn, shit, now I know how they feel. Half of your niggas disappear when shit get real. Out of sight, out of mind, that's the realest of quotes. Don't take this as a mad verse, I'm just letting you know that it's cool. I'll be back in the streets. But when you in the same position, don't be so funny. Cause I have another back.
Who was that just rapping?
Oh, that was Blood Rose.
Okay, and that's you? Okay.
Low Dubb.
It's cool, I'll be back in the streets. But when you in the same position, don't be asking for me.
I had to double back, man.
What I said,
Let's get it.
I ain't know how you felt till I got locked behind bars and I couldn't call home and every night a nigga starved. So I really feel your pain and everything you say you going through. Nights in your sale, no freedom, what is there to do? No money on your books, your guys broke bad too. Your girl cheating on you when you trying to figure out with who. It gets hard and you need support. Walking in and out, but staying stronger as you walk in court. I really do plan to be your man's while you do your bid. Check up on you in your. Put a couple dollars on the phone so you can call the crib. I hope when you get out, you strong and you cleared your wig. And you guaranteed to do good. But it's okay to kick it with the guys in and out the hood. Cause all the niggas saying is stay cool and keep your thoughts right. Stay on your shit and set examples for the future life.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Just lit that bitch on fire.
Bruh, that shit crazy. No, that shit
It's
crazy.
gonna be on Apple Music.
I know,
man.
bro.
Niggas
We need an album,
download,
bro.
I'm working on it. Hey, niggas need to download, bro.
You niggas ain't put shit on my books.
Who is this right here?
That's Blood Rose.
Karma's a bitch, motherfucker. And vengeance her man, and I ain't tripping. Sooner or later, them be her friends. And yeah, no, don't feel sorry for me, nigga. The loyalty is gone. Guess that's part of the streets, nigga. I'm in the cold war, only the strongest survive. Life's full of questions. I guess that's why Jada asks why. Damn, shit. Now I know how he feel. Half of your niggas disappear when shit get real.
Is this all gonna be on your album?
Yeah, this gotta go on there. This gotta go on there.
I'm just letting you know that it's cool. I'll be back in the streets. But when you in the
I mean, all the merch I got right now, I really could drop an EP right now, but I want it to be right. I want it to be right.
Yeah. Let's get to the questions, bro. I got some questions, bro.
Go and do that God did. You gotta hear that. It's
Oh,
show.
yeah, I know.
That God did.
Damn,
That's more up on this topic too. You know what I mean? That God did. It's more like touching up on. It's short though. Like I said, it's like an intro.
Let's get it. You just dropped 4 songs, man. Real quick though. Damn, man.
We getting exclusive.
You already know.
For sure.
Me and Cheat Codes, what is it, season 2?
Season 2, man.
Let's get it, man.
In the trenches I was raised
Let's go.
In the trenches I was raised at. Had to get my leg back. Seeing niggas eating, I was hungry when they got some racks. Could've been a ball player. Told coach, see him later. Middle finger up, never cared. Motherfucker hater. I was in the mix, not really. They was testing me. Shot up 3 times, wasn't it? Ain't no rest in me. Wheelchair and all, as you see, ain't no rest in peace. Had a child, went to prison, that was God blessing me. Y'all don't understand, so quit saying that you fucking do. Put in a position, only option is the fucking shoot. NBA old dreams that turned into a fucking truth. Section 8, late on rape, all we had was fucking soup. Y'all don't understand the struggle. Y'all really don't. Y'all really don't.
That's unfinished. I really want to go back into that because it's a lot more.
Have to go stay with your
That you want to add on?
But that's why I say that should be an intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll make you want to listen to that.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole-
I'm
yeah,
ready for
yeah.
the whole album.
And I'm not judging, so don't judge me. Let's get it.
Yeah, I ain't know you was spitting like this, man.
I swear to God.
I ain't even know.
It's like-
that's because you didn't put nothing out yet, did you?
I ain't. When we was shorties, we was playing with the music. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was like more gang banging music than talking about our lives. And nowadays, that's what we do. Well, that's what I does. You know what I mean? I try to talk about things that's going on.
I remember. I think I remember a song that y'all dropped. Was it like When I'm in the Hood?
When I'm in
That
the
was
Hood.
you on
Oh, yeah.
rapping on that
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit was hard though. That shit had the streets on lock for a long
That When I'm
time.
in the Hood was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Who was all on that? All y'all or?
We had a group. It was Mad Circle. Me, Jay's. He go by Bada. Waterboy was in there. Blood was in there. Blood Rose. Murdoch Jr. T Killer. Biff G.
So that was all y'all was in that group?
The Mad Circle group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sweet.
How'd that come about?
Tweet.
How'd that come about? Like, how'd that even come into existence?
Mad Circle was some meaning behind it. You know, we were shorties from the projects type of thing. That was that. One of the OGs, he was actually on one of them songs, that Temporary song at the end. They just gave us the name and we ran with it. Once we knew the meaning and shit, we was like, that's decent.
Right. Oh, so he gave the name Mad Circle to y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, yeah, y'all had the streets on lock back then, though.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
So how'd you get here with the music? Like, cause you just played some shit, and I know you said there was something you wanted to speak more on about the intro. Like, what did you want to, you know?
It all go off the instrumental, you know, and you know that's really them ain't originals. You know, of course them ain't our beats. You know what I mean? But when you can spit some shit like that over a original, like you know what I mean, your own beat, then you own to something.
Right.
But it all depends on the instrumental. If you're trying to rap over somebody else's, like I like Rod Wave type of beats, Jadakiss type beats, Meek Mill type of beats, because it brings something out in me.
Right.
I can talk about what the page they on. You know what I mean?
Right.
That life shit hit different.
When you started rapping, when you was like 16?
Yeah,
About 15,
15,
16. 16.
And you just kept on going?
In and out of it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never pursue it like you know, you got cats out here that's really like been on the road and, you know, doing the flyer thing, handing out CDs. We ain't never get to that point. We was gang banging still.
Yeah.
Shit. We was
y'all had that. They had that song that took over the streets. Y'all didn't perform that or nothing?
Man, you know what? That was 2006. We was finna perform it at it wasn't nowhere big. It was here in Rockford. At the what was that called? The airport inn.
Okay.
It's out on 11th
Yeah,
Street.
yeah.
We was finna perform out there, man. And I got pulled over with Murdoch Jr., man. Shouts out to him too. He part of Mad Circle too. Me and him got pulled over, man. That was my first pistol case right there. And the rest of the group was already there. The rest of the fellas was already there. And we getting pulled over.
Right.
Went to jail.
Damn.
Yeah. But that would have been the first.
Yeah.
But like, you know, being in my chair and shit, they played our stuff in you know, at Las Palmas and well, not Las Palmas, but they played it at the Aragana one time, and you know, I performed it slightly in there. I was like by myself a little bit, but because a few of the guys went there, that's part of Mad Circle went there.
Right.
So, but we never really performed it though. Get a chance to.
Yeah, that shit was big as hell.
It was
shocking. Yeah.
But 06, we was on to something, and we started like in 05. And we was always just tampering with do a song, and then next 2 days we might do another one. But a lot of them liked it doing it. I was just doing it once I heard the beat or whatever. I'm like, shit, let's do it.
Yeah. So now it's a complete 360 of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Is it harder or is it easier than what you did?
Speaking upon myself, like I said, I get writer's block, man, because I'll write 2 lines and feel like I done said a million lines. So what I gotta do is break that down. You know what I mean? It's easy, but it's hard.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, he did music shit.
Yeah, I did music for a while.
Yeah.
I did songs, project pad and stuff like that. I just didn't have the money to keep going, so I just gave it up. Yeah.
He was nice with it, so I ain't gonna lie, he got some tracks.
I was decent though.
Man, he got some shit, man.
I was decent.
He got
I
some shit.
won't say I was as lyrical as.
Is it something though, like maybe both of y'all can speak to, like maybe some ideas or something that like y'all can get to the shorties who is doing the music, maybe something that we can think of right here, they maybe get to the niggas who doing, because that's something that y'all got experience in. So like,
Yeah.
what's something?
I'll let him go first.
I actually, when okay, for instance, if we want to do some music, we gotta actually finna do it,
Right.
and that's what's gonna make me want to do it. I'm easily motivated when it comes to that because, like I say, it all depends on the beat. Once I hear the beat, like, I can talk about this topic. I already know what topic I'm aiming for once I hear the instrumental, so it's very easy to get on something. But we got to be in the moment. We got to actually finna do it for me to jot this 16 down or whatever,
Right.
or making the hook easy too. So
Yeah.
so
I would say be original, like how you just heard. He don't sound like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Be original, be yourself, and it'll take you further than, you know what I'm saying, sound like everybody else. That's my take on it. Yeah, for sure.
And I like music where you gotta, what's gonna catch my attention, you want me to hear you, you gotta be talking that lifestyle. You can't be talking about these 28s and this big ass mansion. I mean, it's cool to rap about it, don't get me wrong, I ain't taking that from nobody. But I just like that realistic music, that life music. If you talking about your life story, shit, you talking to me.
Yeah, for sure.
You talking for me.
Yeah.
And that's what I can relate to.
Yeah.
Anybody in the game, like you got a top 3 or top 5 in the game right now when it comes to rap music?
Man, we talking old or new? Because I don't.
Let's do old first.
Yeah, let's do an old and then let's do a new one. Old and new.
Like old.
Yeah, around your generation. Your inspiration, basically.
No, I'll put it like this. I say the last, 30 years of rap. So going back to like the 90s, early 90s and up. So like from early 90s up to maybe like the 2000s, and then from the early 2000s up to now.
I fuck with Jada now. 90s. You talking old like that. Shit, I just like music, man.
Yeah.
Like I say, I listen to everybody. They went in they came like in the
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like 90s. I ain't really.
Well,
You fuck with anything other than hip hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. I forget what the gossip. I love gossip too, though. Don't get me wrong. I love gossip.
Rock and
If it's
roll,
good music,
country or something like that.
Country.
Yeah? You fuck with country?
what you had playing today, man? You had something on the radio today or something on the car ride in? What you played anything today? Any music?
Man, that's another story, man. I ain't been listening to music all day, really, might as well say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an altercation.
Oh, yeah.
Aux cord got broke.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
The aux cord got broke, and then now we trying to find.
Yeah.
There was some CDs in the car. We put a CD in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't right.
Yeah,
I
CDs.
know,
We
yeah.
done got introduced to an aux cord and Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Do you be telling your son like the new generation got it good and stuff like that? Because you had the CDs and
Like I say, me and him, we only even like talk about stuff like that. It's always like it's different with me and him.
yeah.
We don't talk about stuff like that, man. We talk about damn near just life and shit what's going on because it's so. Not saying that we don't got time to. I just go with him, man.
Yeah.
I just go with him.
It's so important, though, to take care of this. That's important.
Yeah.
So with this life, it's crazy. So I just
Like it'd be crazy with me and my kids because they be looking like when I be like having a CD or a tape or something, they be like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on my soul.
Yeah.
But what do you think about like this new world we living in? Like I say, with like all the AI and just like everything.
As you up on
with
like
COVID,
yeah.
Donald Trump, like
Yeah,
everything that's been going on.
You don't really fuck with the news and shit like that.
just
Yeah,
everything.
I do. Yeah, I do. I click on it frequently.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather click on the news than social media anyways.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because especially when I see something about like a bombing or some
Yeah,
shit. You
yeah.
gotta tap in on who we finna go to war with, who we
Yeah.
might go to war with. That shit
Yeah.
important. Yeah, that shit more important than social media. So
So you
I do try.
you still intelligent.
Yeah,
You
for sure
never
that.
lost that. You know what I'm
Show
saying?
that. Man, you lose that, you lost everything.
Right.
Absolutely.
Shit, you got to keep on what's going on in the world. But with that COVID shit, man, that hit a next level. Then they always got a name for some shit, so you got to be careful. And that shit real. That germ shit in your health.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of health issues myself. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that shit is very important.
Yeah.
Was that like health issues before everything, or was it this just like transpired recently?
It came. All my health issues came from me after my injury.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. It was, you know, like high blood pressure, PTSD, and shit like that. Because you know, being from where I'm from, shit that come with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something I can't control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. I'm sitting here talking to y'all and thinking about some whole multitasking type of thing.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to focus on a task at hand. You know what I mean? It's just life, and it's something I told my doctors over and over, but they finally get it because I finally opened up. It took forever for me to do that, and you know, I feel like I'm holding back now. You know what I mean? But you know, it take time. You can't just give it. I can't just give it all at once. I guess I don't know, but the more I get action and feel comfortable talking about, that's what you get.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Do you think, well, like, kind of like you said, it's just hard to do that with anybody, but do you see it to be harder to do with like doctors and shit? And then what do you think about therapy? Like, have you ever thought about that, or have you ever
I was in and out of therapy. You know, it was always something that came about. Either I was like, man, fuck therapy or something like that. I had never said fuck it like that, but it was like, damn, this happening over here. I'd rather, you know, I was doing dumb shit. Like, therapy was good for you. It was good for me, but it was, you know, the doctors, they didn't really want to come flat out and say what my injury really is and stuff like that. You know, they supposed to tell you, and they will tell you, like, you're incomplete. Incomplete meaning you'll never walk again, you know, being in this type of situation, or complete. Well, incomplete, you will walk again. Its chances are you will walk again. Complete meaning it's a wrap. This your life. And, you know, they try to make you feel as comfortable, and you know, they got to be professional too. They don't want to break down and get you. That's how I feel, at least. Yep. Like, they don't want to break your heart and the faith that you do, God, even if you know you are complete, meaning never walk again or whatever. And shit, God got the last say so at the end of the day. You and God, because you got to put in the work though. And shit, I was still in and out, being angry at this. But therapy definitely it served a lot.
So look, before we wrap it up and stuff, you know, because I know everybody got stuff to do, but I just want to ask, like, in life, do you wish you could do anything different, or do you feel like everything happened for a reason to have you like this? Or
I do and I don't wish I could have did something different or did this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, we cannot rewind hands of time. So I'm really more on a it is what it is. This happened for a reason type of thing, because shit, how I'm supposed to know what this life like if I ain't go through it?
Right.
Mama told me don't do it. That just go back to the hard head, make a soft fast. And not on no funny shit, but like, I laugh at it now because I can't, like, damn. In the way of like, you was right, ma. Like, damn. And I never knew until I got older to understand that a woman, that's why I say a mother that's raising them little boys, you got to be strong, man. You got to be built for it. You got to be.
Right.
You know, and
We always ask this question. It's kind of similar to what he just asked, but like, if you was 16 again, like, what would you tell that 16-year-old? Or if you went back and met that 16-year-old?
I'm picking up that ball. I would have never dropped it. I'm picking up the ball.
Because it is 16-year-olds that be watching and stuff, you know.
I'm picking up the ball. Well, if you watching, You stay with that rock. You stay in them books.
Yeah.
That rock is that basketball, football, baseball, soccer. Stay with that.
Yeah.
You want to impress me. You want to impress your mom. Whoever your closest guardian is. You know, you trying to get them up out of an environment. Shit, you gotta go to school.
Yeah. So I want to just wrap it up. Say thank you, man. And I wish we could have you back, man. Whenever you got time, man, let us know, man, because we want you to come back for sure, man.
Oh yeah, that's to be continued.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. It's your boy Naughty G, man.
We got to give him a special thank you, no cap.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because not only did you come on and you shared some real shit with us, man, you was a real ass.
Took the time
you know
out.
What I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? And you really like gave us some music. Like I want to just like make sure that's known that like that's never happened before. You know what I'm saying? That's the first for our show.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that shit, man. You don't have to do that for us, so appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all, man.
Yes,
yeah, man. And like I said, we want you to come back, so let us know, man.
Never.
Yeah, it's your boy Naughty J.
It's your boy King Rob, man.
Right, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.